Hello, hello. This is Rio for Life Kim D, rocking it out like I do every day. And as you can hear, I'm breathing much better. My trip to the OR, they gave me a nebulizer treatment and three prednisone, sorry, while I was there. And now I have two tablets of prednisone for 5 days. And then I have my own nebulizer at home because I don't know, I've had chronic bronchitis. Now, this is the funny part. You're going to laugh at this. All right. Anyways, I have my nebulizer treatments. And this time it's not just albuterol, it's this combination with this iperitropium bromide. So it'll be neat to see how that does. And so I can do up to 6 nebulizer treatments a day. And anyways, all right. It was in 2000 and, well, I split up 2012, must have been 2010 maybe. I had bronchitis for a long time, and I didn't go to the doctor because, work. And I coughed so much that I developed Swiss cheese hernias, and I have a piece of mesh that's this big. Yeah. And my abdominal wall is separated, so me coughing, I'm really worried, it's like, ah. And so all this coughing is kind of scaring me. So anyways, back then I had had bronchitis a couple of times, really bad like that, 2-3 years in a row. So they told me I had chronic bronchitis. Now this has continued to happen, this bronchitis. I'm down for 6 weeks almost every year, either in the spring or the fall. And, it gets so bad. Well, coughing or talking is an irritant. Just air passing would make me cough. So I'm going to kind of keep this one hopefully a little short if I start coughing. So anyways, now here we are. Fast forward. We're like 15 years later. And like I said, I've had this every year. Every year I get this. Now they're telling me it's not chronic bronchitis, that I have COPD. And he goes, actually, you've probably had it for a long time. And it's like, really? Nobody told me. So now I have COPD. I'm 60 years old. I smoke 2 or 3 cigarettes. They're, seriously, I have 5 cigarettes left. And I smoke Virginia Slim Purse Pack menthols. And I normally have like 2 of them every evening. And from being raised Mormon and stuff, me and smoking, because I had to decide if I was smoking because I was rebelling or if I actually enjoyed it. And I freaking enjoy my 2 cigarettes a night. I really do. I love the feeling and the fire and the smoke and the flavor and how it just ignites all of the senses in just the right way where I love it. And now, yeah, no, they want me nothing. And I get it. It's all good. And I will figure it out. Now, I smoke marijuana. My dosage, I have a 1-hitter. My dosage is a little bit the size of an eraser, about 4 times a day. I had Roux-en-y gastric bypass in 98. I used to be 303 pounds, really big. And so now I have an 8 to 10 ounce stomach. So food, and it just goes right into the large intestine. So edibles for marijuana aren't really going to work too well for me because everything goes out of my system 10 to 15 minutes. It's just not there. It just doesn't do what it needs to do. I'm going to go back to buying tincture spray at the dispensary while I figure out how to make it myself. Sorry. I'll figure out how to make my own sprayable tincture. I'm really big on solving all my own problems with the least amount of money and interference in my life. And that's why I have so many of my own things. I mean, I had prednisone from Mexico. I could have started taking it, but I knew I was in distress. So, as you can see, talking makes me cough. So, one moment. I could use a tincture in my juice. I already have some made. I don't have to do a spray. Let's think about this. Let's see. Whew. I had to help myself here. I make hard candies, lollies. I do all kinds of it. I'm becoming kind of a THC. Oh, I like baking and I like making candy, and THC is a really good companion piece to it. Hello. Hola. How are you doing today? I'm talking about my new diagnosis of COPD and how to manage not smoking my THC and figuring out what other options are out there. I'm sure there are, but it's kind of scary. When I learned and wrote up about COPD, oh, eh, it's let me look it up and see what the acronym means. Here we go. So sorry, COPD meaning. All right, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. It says it's a group of lung diseases that cause airflow obstruction and breathing difficulties. And so, emphysema, chronic bronchitis typically are two things, I am from Hibbing, Minnesota. I am about a little over an hour south of Canada, about an hour and a half northwest of Duluth. And being an active person, not being able to breathe well. For those of you who are familiar, I have my saying at the end, and it's my own personal quote that I made up, even researched to see. I am 60. It's every breath is another chance and another choice. Let's get out there and live. And my own quote kept going through my mind in the ER as I was struggling to breathe. And it made me realize even more why that is so important. This breathing thing. It really is. You're from Turkey? Oh, that is amazing. I love it that there's such an international thing now in the world. Being raised in an era of radio and newspapers and 3 channels on the television network. More if you count PBS and then all the UHF. Now we've got experiences like this where there's people from all over this world that can tap in and learn from each other and gain knowledge and connection. Because we really are in this together, whether we know it or not. You could be on the other side of the world from me. You're still important in my mind. You are still valuable, no matter what you're doing. And you could be one of the worst people on earth. You can be a murderer, you can be all kinds of crappy things. But humanity means that much to me. I value humanity and personal choice. Now, there are consequences, don't get me wrong. Some people deserve to be smacked down a little bit, locked up and put away. But that doesn't make them less human at all. And so it's kind of, and those were my thoughts as I was struggling to breathe, thinking about, and this was a minor episode. I wasn't even turning blue or anything. I mean, my pulse, I hadn't even dropped down. I was still at 96. It was just purely everything closing up in the airway. Gives you pause, makes you think. How much does that feeling of smoking this, that joy I told you about, the feeling of all that, what does that compare to breathing? It doesn't. The fear I had when I was just struggling to make sense. And I've been sick since August 22nd, so now my brain is getting a little mushy too. But when it starts affecting your oxygen, you really get confused quick. You get out of sorts quick. And so I challenge all of you to think about what it takes to breathe. Oh, quick tip. One thing that they taught me that I didn't know about is when you're having that shortness of breath and you're struggling just to catch your breath, this is what they said to do. Breathe in through your nose and pierce lips when you breathe out. It really forces the air to move in a different way. And diaphragm breathing, from doing singing and music, playing instruments, that's old hat for me, which is why they said I probably didn't get worse sooner. I've done a lot of good things along the way. Oh, hey, Tiff. No, I'm good. Hello from Iran. What a beautiful country. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I have answers, and I will feel better, and I will take the meds. And there's so many things. Oh, my gosh, Tiff, mosaic lungs. Oh, we got to Google this. I am GTS. Google that shit. If I don't know something, damn it, I'm going to find it out real quick. I will decide for myself what it means. Mosaic lung. Ooh, this does not look good, girl. Oh, this is where it's seen on the chest. X-ray. Decreased oh, there you go. See, I'm hoping I don't. That's some serious stuff you got going on there, Tiff. Well, I will definitely stay on track of that just to make sure you're staying okay. Kind of makes sense why you haven't been doing so many episodes. Maybe you've been feeling not so good. And so, oh, and the one thing I want to let all of my wonderful United States of American followers and subscribers, I want you to know if I'm ever saying or doing or something you think is just corny and wrong and out there, I want you to know you're not my audience. My audience is Iran. My audience is Nigeria. My audience is so many other countries. The statistics on my United States viewership, I have 12%. 12%. So you're not my audience. I want to share my sweet little life that I have here, more so with people that aren't in America. I love seeing so many videos from other countries, and I think that's how it got started, because on Facebook, I love you too. You and I will be hooking up again. We got to go 14 to 19 next. Tiff and I were doing kind of the story of my life. We've gotten from birth to age 14. I think we've done 5 episodes, and you can find them on my playlist. And next, we're going to go on and move a little forward into my life. Every day is a gift. Everything we're doing is worth it. Even the downtimes, even the crappy, shitty things. And good. Thanks, Tiff. I will. I'm going to cut this short soon because I'm already starting to cough again. I had a good friend from high school, and her husband recently died. I did a little video on that, and seeing her pain as she posts different things daily, missing him, and just the process of what she's going through. She has family and friends and children and grandchildren and so much love and support. And she's entering into a new part of life she never thought she would be. And I really, really think a lot about that as I start learning how to make new friends and new relationships. Everything's precious. Oh, you love America? Yes, I know in Iran it's very, very complicated, the situation with the war and the poverty and everything. I also know there's so much beauty there and life and joy. And I know there's people like you out there that are making little changes. Poria, I hope I pronounced it right. Just you living, that's a change. And America, man, we've got our own problems. We all know it, every place does. But all you can do is focus on your local. We can't do a lot of changes with the bigger stuff, but we can affect things locally. And that's what I'm trying to do. Just little by little, change parts of my local life. Walmart's not 24 hours, and it won't be anymore. And there's a lot of us that used to meet up there between 2 and 4 in the morning, or it was a regular spot for us to go. And we don't have that. And there's really nowhere you could go. You know, Lucky 7, but you can't really walk around too much. It's a gas station, by the way. So I bought this little piece of land, and now I'm trying to raise money so that I can put a little building on it and have a club where we can hang out and do fun things together. And so I'm going to start raising money, and I'm going to start figuring out how to put a little building on 25 by 125 square foot. The nice part is it's 2 blocks away from my house, so I won't have to drive to go to work. And I can make part of it, my office can be my YouTube studio, and the rest of the time can be doing birthday parties and community events and club stuff and just change a little part of someone's world, and right now mine. So let's see. I'm breathing. It's been almost 20 minutes, 18 minutes. And so I'm going to call it quits for today. So maybe I can do another one this afternoon. Bring out some music or crochet for a bit and do some instruction. And, oh, it's funny you mentioned that. Oh my gosh. My friend and I yesterday, we're talking about doing just that. And we are only an hour and a half away from Canada. And I have friends and she has family in Canada. So we GTS'd it and looked it all up to find out how to make it happen. And so it's like, okay, we need to have a sponsor family first. So that's what we're, either a job or a sponsor family. And then Canada, we can just be a resident, still maintain my American citizenship unless I decide not to 5+ years down the road. Probably wouldn't, but you could have dual citizenship. There are options. The main thing is to keep yourself safe. If you don't feel safe where you are, find a way to be safe. I am very blessed. I am safe where I am. I have a safe neighborhood. I have safe, yeah, I'm safe. And I feel safe. And I want to help others have that same kind of feeling too, to be safe. So, we might go for a walk a little this afternoon. I might take a little walk around the block. I got this new selfie stick with a gimbal on it, so it won't be so shaky. So I've been looking forward to using it. And I don't want to do too much too fast, so maybe tomorrow would be better. But look forward to seeing more of this. And comment any tips you have on anything I've talked about. Let me know something you might have heard of to help with these types of changes where you're not smoking. And I'm not a big smoker, but still, as you can tell, it's something I enjoy. And so there you go, $100. Yeah. Oh, you want 100 American dollars though, right? Or are we even worth that much there? Here we go. Got to GTS it. We're not waiting for answers. Currency exchange. Oh, we'll go US to Iran. US to Iran. Oh, wow. 1 American dollar equals 42,060 Iranian rial. I gotta pronounce rial. So yeah, there are so many ways we all can help each other. And it's sad that money is the biggest way. Small money. We don't need much. I have a cottage food license and I'm going to start selling dog treats. And I can mail them, so yippee. They're 3 ingredient. The first batch is oat flour, pumpkin, and natural peanut butter. The next batch, I'll probably make my own peanut butter. I love doing that. And so we'll start selling dog treats little by little to improve what I got. We get about $1,500 a month on disability, and supplementing it is difficult. What are you doing here? Oh no. Oh no. We have a little friend. This is Zazie. Oh, you want to say hi? Say hi to everybody. She's about a 20-pound cat, and she doesn't like me going anywhere. And I gave someone a ride to work this morning, so she's kind of mad at me. She's like, don't leave me again, Mommy. Meow! Oh, you're so big. Well, I know this is my Minnesota goodbye. It's taken me 4 minutes so far to say goodbye, so I'm going to go for it now. Every breath is another chance and another choice. So get out there and live. You got this.